Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to show you all the additions, changes and fixes in Minecraft Snapshot 21w43a. So if you like Minecraft videos like this one, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft videos like this one. So this is an important snapshot because this is a snapshot that adds the blending between old and new worlds, and so this means you can now finally open up old worlds in this new snapshot, but make sure you make backups because it can still go wrong. If you really want to upgrade your worlds into 1.18, wait until the final release. But now we can at least check out what this world blending will look like. And to do that we need a 1.17 world. So let's go over to a 1.17 world. Also, this is a live stream, and that does mean that there won't be any editing in this video. But let's say, for example, we go into, let's get a nice world, why not? Yeah, no, that's a super flat world, that doesn't work. I think this is a 1.70 world. Sure, we'll go into it. So this snapshot is called Will It Blend? And the description here reads, here's a snapshot from the blender. In this snapshot, world generation at the edges of an old world will now be adjusted for a smoother transition. This is the first iteration of the system, which we expect to keep improving. Keep in mind that if you try it out now, the results will be saved to your world forever, which, as you know, is quite a long time. Yeah, definitely. Better be safe than sorry. Make a backup before you try it. So yeah, make sure you make backups. I didn't do it because this is not really an important world to me. So let's see if it actually works. So here we are in the world, and we can go into spectator mode. So this is an old world for Minecraft 1.17. And so as we can see, if we go down to the bottom of the world, aha, look at this. There should be bedrock down here, but it is all the way down here. That's incredible. Okay. So let's see. The new feature here is the world blending, so let's go over that. So the edge between old and new world generations is now adjusted when you upgrade a world. So when generating close to old chunks, new terrain is adjusted to better match the existing terrain at the borders. And in the old chunks, if there is bedrock at Y0, the column below will be filled with deepslate. Alright, so let's go to the bottom of the world and actually look at this a little bit more clearly. So for this, I think it's useful if we clear all the stone around us. I think that's a good idea. So let's use the fill command to fill the area around us, the stone, with air, so we can see what this will actually look like in these new worlds. So this is still in the old chunks. This is not in the new chunks, right? So there won't be any new caves down here for now. They might change that later on. So we'll do air and replace stone. There we go. So here we go. This is Y. Let's see, we're at Y4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So this is what it will look like now. So normally there would have been bedrock down here, and we can actually see the holes here. That's what the bedrock would have been. And now there's just deepslate in places where air would have been here as well. And so all the way down here is just more deepslate. We can actually go into creative and go down. There's just a massive layer of deepslate here for now, all the way down to Y-64, I believe. Or probably Y-60, and then a layer of bedrock. So here we go. There's a layer of bedrock. So here, as you can see, there is bedrock at the bottom, but that's just a flat layer of bedrock, as you can see here. So we can actually replace some of the deepslate here with air, like this. Ah, right, we can only do that in the world, of course. Let's change this to just nothing. There we go. Yeah, this is just a completely flat layer of bedrock and then a flat layer of deepslate up to the top. So this probably is not what it's going to look like at some point in the future. I don't think so, at least. But let's actually go over to some new chunks now. So this is what old chunks will look like if you upgrade to Minecraft 1.18, or actually at least to this snapshot, 21w43a. But now let's try to go over to some new chunks. Here we go, let's see. So we should at some point be generating new chunks, and then we should hopefully see new caves. There we go. So yeah, this blending is definitely not perfect yet. As you can see, the old chunks here underground just have the layer of deepslate. and then it just immediately jumps over to a new cave. But let's go up to the top to see if we can actually see the cut here. And that's less obvious, actually. So, well, I mean, it's still not perfect, as you can see right here. So we still need more snapshots and pre-releases fixing this in the future. But yeah, it's not too obvious, actually, that there's a big cut here. We can see if we go underground. Yeah, there's definitely the old and then the new next to each other. But if we go up to the surface, this actually doesn't look too bad. So there's this here. That definitely is not correct just yet. But of course, this is the first iteration of this, so it shouldn't be perfect the first time. They still have a lot of time to fix all of this, since the Minecraft 1.8 update will release during the holiday season, which is still 2 months away. But it's good that they're actually working on this. So that's the world blending, I think. Yes. Worlds upgraded in the snapshot will permanently have this deepslate, so if you want new caves under height 0 later, make sure to keep a backup before upgrading. So that's confirming that no, this layer of deepslate and layer of bedrock at the bottom will not be staying. It's just a temporary feature here. Then, let's see. Then there are some changes in this snapshot as well, and let me actually change the weather to clear, because that doesn't look great. So first of all, there's a change to a video setting. So let's see that. And yes, okay. Video settings. This is not a new setting. This was actually first called priority updates, but it's now just been renamed to chunk builder. And so this just determines how the nearby chunks are generated, or not generated, but loaded. So that's just renamed, that's everything there. Then they reduced the amount of flooded caves near river and ocean coastlines. So there were a couple too many caves near oceans and rivers that were flooded. So there should be a couple less of those now, and should actually be able to find some caves that are not flooded near the oceans, like the one right over here. Very, very nice. Then the aquifer water levels changed less often, so you'll more often have large areas with the same water level. This means slightly fewer underground waterfalls and slightly easier underground boat travel. So let's see if we can find a nice water aquifer. Here we go. Should not be too difficult, I'd hope. I mean, that's a sort of an aquifer. I don't really like what that looks like, but... this works, I guess. Beautiful diamonds here as well. There's a little... I don't think that's an aquifer, actually, but... At least it will be on fewer different levels, and you'll just be able to boat right along one large aquifer. That's not an aquifer, that's just a flooded cave. So those are two distinct things. Then there's also a change to the lava aquifers. So they will just be slightly less common than in the previous snapshot. But I still think they will be pretty common. So yeah, definitely another one right over here. I love the aquifers, they look beautiful. Then they restricted big dripleaf placement to clay, grass, dirt, farmland, moss, rooted dirt, podzol and mycelium only. So you'll only be able to plant big dripleaf on those kinds of blocks and not on any other type of block. Then there are also a couple of technical changes in this snapshot. So some internal details of block and fluid ticking have been changed to improve save times. Alright, while it should behave exactly as it was, it might be a good time to test your redstone contraptions on a backup. So yeah, they changed a couple of things with block and fluid ticking. So yeah, if you have any redstone contraptions, test them out and see if they are still working. And then there are some changes to chunk formatting, which I think this has to do with improving the performance of the game. And so there we go, that's all the changes in this snapshot. There are a couple of bug fixes here as well. So the deep warm ocean will be able to spawn with coral and sea pickles. And pufferfish will be able to spawn there as well. So I guess these were just bugs because the deep warm ocean wasn't able to spawn before. Wasn't able to generate before. And now it should generate. But I don't even see the deep warm ocean in this list anymore. So it might have been removed entirely. So that's quite strange. They've probably messed something up there, I guess. And then there was also a bug that stone could generate in the nether, but that has been fixed. And a bug we've actually seen before was that lava pockets could generate in icebergs, but that should no longer happen now, because that was quite strange indeed. And of course, there's also another change to the deep ore motion. They should now be part of the adventuring time advancement. Only problem is, yeah, you can't locate it with the locate biome command, so I'm not even sure if it actually exists in this world or in Worlds E at all. But anyway, there we go. That's Minecraft Snapshot 21w43a. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft Snapshot videos and other Minecraft videos as well. I would like to thank my tier 3 member, this Mikkelar. Thanks for becoming a tier 3 member. If you also want to become a member, click the blue join button below the video to check out the different tiers. There we go. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. So until then, bye bye.